If you like Percy Jackson, Hunger Games, Survivor, or Dante's Inferno, I think you'll probably like reading singer-songwriter Janani Jaw's debut book, Katathon. Katathon is a retelling of Greek myth in the modern day, kind of like Percy Jackson. And kind of like Hunger Games, all of the characters in the story are competitors in a competition that is deadly, competing for fame and fortune. Each of the competitors in the competition, which is called Katathon, hail from different US states. And the point of view character, Asha, represents the state of California. Like all of the competitors in the competition, Asha was chosen through a highly selective application process, which seems to mimic the application process for the author's alma mater, Harvard, as well as the application process for the reality TV show Survivor, wherein she appeared on the 45th season as J. Maya. Basically, someone has found a portal to hell somewhere in the US, and it's now a contest for the best and brightest and most marketable of Americans to compete, to go on a literal trip to hell and back, where hell, in this case, is inspired directly by Dante's Inferno. It's a really interesting blend, I think, of realism and fantasy, where you have Greek myth coming alive and being realized in modern America. Despite very clear influences, it's actually a very unique book because of a subtle autobiographical angle. Like I said, Janani herself has gone through similar application processes to Katathon's and been on Survivor in a similar competition, albeit with lower stakes. Katathon's plotline allows Janani to channel these experiences into a rich piece of fiction full of interesting, intelligent, badass characters. If you've seen Survivor's 45th season, you might be able to make some connections. My main critique of the book is that the doesn't seem to get quite the same attention to detail as the big. Some of the chapters of the book are quite which can be a bit disappointing. Although for me, the reason I was reading this story wasn't for plot. I was really getting a lot out of this just from Asha's narration, which really reminded me of kind of like a grown-up Annabeth type of character. And the overall dynamics between the characters in the story, which kind of brought me back again to Percy Jackson, except it's a more grown-up story. There's some really memorable chapters in this book, and all of the Greek myth details that get woven into the setting make the story worth reading. The coolest thing about this book, though, is that it's really just a sideshow to singer-songwriter Janani's debut album, The Rest of the Laurels. Each chapter in the book corresponds directly to a track on the album. So if you listen to the album first, then read the book, and then listen to the album again, like I did, it can be a really interesting experience. This whole idea of having a book accompanying an album is not something I really have ever seen before. I think it's been done before, but this is the first time I'm consuming a project like this, so it was really interesting for me. I give Katathon 4 out of 5 stars. If you